like all week, man.
We're excited to have you. The things that you're doing, we're absolutely excited to have you. And so the lab. We're not in the lab. We're not in the lab. We are, in fact, we're in the studio. We're in the studio with our Black Media Studio. We're in the studio today. We're not in the lab. And as always, we have special people with us. With special people, especially this is a special person because this family right here. We got family in the house. We got a scientist in the house who making some things happen. He is family. We got D Harper in the house. Darien Harper in the house. Glad to have you here, fam. Can you hear me, D?
I can hear you. I can hear you as off and on. I heard you say I was a special person. I really appreciate that.
So yeah, yes indeed, yes indeed. We are glad to have everyone, and we said everyone share, and so we flow with it like this right here. So, who are you? Who are you?
Okay, I am Darien Alexander Harper, the son of Rose Harper and the son of Roderick Harper.
All right. And Reverend Betty Jones, glad to have you with us again. And so, and we're gonna say like this because you are through some out there, but they also gotta say this right. Who your people? Who your people? Because you know in our community is like, who your people? Because that means again, people checking out the show, you know, that means we begin to connect. Who your people? Because Julius Hall
yeah,
already had said he know your mom and stuff like that. That's Rose right there. He had already got it. So who your people, D?
yeah. My people are like the Andersons from Tatumville, Savannah, Georgia, and also the Harpers from the Midwest. So those my people. And you know the Jacksons I married into the family. They're my people. At Willow Hill Heritage and Renaissance Center, you know, we keep it tight knit there. So yeah, those are my people.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we are ecstatic to have you here. And you're doing some things that are inspiring, that we're going to have the audience to check out and hear from you and see from you the things that you discuss, what you're doing that's inspirational. So now I got to go and throw this out there to you. Who inspires you or who inspired you?
Um, George Washington Carver, um, Albert Einstein, these people inspire me because they were in rough situations. And despite that rough situation, they were still able to have science opinions and have people listen to them that changed the world.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so now, what song or songs give you that that when you hear it, it's just like it takes you to another level, that again, it like bam, it gives you that energy, it gives you that flow. But just like Dr. Inti has said that, you know, in Ghana, when they're doing the drum and other stuff like that, you know, it's not like a work song thing, it's about giving people energy, giving you that inspiration. So what song or songs give you inspiration, give you that
Okay, so it's gonna be you know, I'm a little young, so it's gonna be Tupac Changes, you know what I mean? Hey, we got to change. And also about Mississippi Mass Choir, The Storm is Passing Over.
Okay. All right. Yes, indeed. So we tell folks, check it on out. And so we now get into this right here with regards to you. And it is, what is chemistry to you? What is chemistry to you? But hold up for a second. There's a banner. There's a banner we're supposed to be doing. I'm trying to figure out why the ticker has not been showing. The ticker's supposed to be on here. What's going on? The ticker. Julius Hall. I think something funny is going on here. I'm going to hit show. You know, I'm trying to figure this out right now. It is a conspiracy. Conspiracy theory is real.
Yeah, we in the height of that nature now.
So yeah, so I'm like, but I'm gonna back up, rewind. I'm gonna be sensible, because when we go to a break, I'm gonna have to find out what is going on. Because okay. To all of you a part of Our Black Media, you see what has been said. The best on Our Black Media shall forever be HVJ, Heavens V. Jenkins. Woo! It is not just sanctified by Our Black Media. They did it. Okay.
That's right.
I had nothing to do with it. Bam. So, D, what is chemistry to you? What is chemistry to you?
So chemistry is being able to become knowledgeable about the world around you, as far as what we eat, what we recover with in pharmaceuticals, how you can make stuff to get goals done, and how you can further the knowledge to the younger generations. That's chemistry to me.
Okay. And again, that's some of the work that you've been doing. So I have to ask this. What caused you to go into science?
Well, when I was young, I was probably about 6 years old, and me and my brother were experimenting in the kitchen with bleach, ammonia, and dish soap, and that combination gave me a smell I'll never forget. But it also like influenced me to figure out like what happens when stuff mixes. This is when I was just 6 years old, and then after that, when I got into college, because I never took a science, like a chemistry course, I didn't complete one in high school because, you know, all the bad kids make the teacher cry and stuff. So I didn't really get a foundation. So when I got into college, I just realized, well, some professors recognized me. They was like, man, you always answering the question in class. Like, I don't know if you should be a dentist, but you might want to look into chemistry. So I just started pursuing it from there.
Okay. And so what are some of the joys with regard to your experience with regards to being involved in the science?
Well, the joy is I had 2 inventions, and then I became the first Black male to create the master's program in Savannah for chemistry. So at the Armstrong campus, or the Georgia Southern campus as it is now, I created that with the help of Dr. Fesky, and it was just a random idea one night. And man, after I finished that 2-year program and then seeing how it impacted other people, with them not knowing it was me, I was like very proud of that.
Yes, indeed. And so I'll share this with y'all. One day, I had to teach classes in the science building at Georgia Southern University, the Armstrong campus. So I'm up there on the 2nd floor. So I'm walking, and so then it's this poster of this person, and I like stop it. Wait a minute. I tell some of my students walking. I said, "That's my cousin right there. That's my cousin." So they're like, "Jamal, you lying? Terray, you lying?" I said, "That's my cousin. That's D. Harper. That's my cousin right right there. I'm like, that's my cousin. And so the thing I'm saying to the audience, so all you out there, I say, share. What happened? Bam, he is right there in the science building, image of him right there. And I was like, yo, that's an impact there. Just the fact that I'm walking along and seeing that I might say the countless number of other people who are walking along seeing this right here, seeing an African-American male at that in the sciences, in the natural sciences. I'm like, that to me, I gotta say kudos to you with regards to that, and that you heard and y'all heard him say he's the first one. So what you all looking at right now, y'all you all listening to history right now. You're listening to history.
Absolutely.
That he is manifested, and that it is the realness of that. That's why I say kudos to you. Like I said, I walked up there, and then the crowd, I was like, whoa. I'm like, yeah.
And I had a moment. If you don't mind me interjecting. I was this is my first. So I've been on the billboards around town like 4 years in a row. 2 in my undergrad, 2 in graduate. And my first time realizing that I was on the billboard, I almost crashed my car because I couldn't believe that was me up on the board.
Wow.
Being from Savannah, and so many Black people be up on the billboard for unnecessary stuff like warrants and stuff. And then I see my face up there, and I'm like, oh, I was on Abercorn. I almost hit that sidewalk, man. And what it told me is that my dedication actually made an impact. It influenced some people of other colors and odd names like Willie Lynch being a director of the program. And just my sheer will to prosper kind of like caught the photographer's eyes, and they was like, yo, we got to put this dude up.
And what you just said, that is powerful. That is impactful. And I just want to get your thoughts with regards to that. What do you think that means to, especially to, I'm going to say this to young African Americans with regards to the people of color? What, to see you and to know that you have done this, which means that they can do it. What's your thoughts with regards to that?
If I can do it, anybody can, because I came up rough. I was in jail for 2 years when I was 12 and 13 years old. With the DA talking about I'm a menace to society, and they want to give me 10 years. And I'm thinking, like, what did I do so much to get 10 years of my life taken away? So I still graduated on time, but then after that, it it pushed me into the situation. Do I want to succeed or do I want to fail? I already got 2 strikes. So, being in Savannah, it's a lot of different influences and peer pressure. And I just decided, I'm going to pray about it and go for the up road. And I'm just going to keep on pushing and see what's going to come out at the end. I never knew, I'll make it this far. But, with that attitude, I feel like if anybody else adopt that attitude, they can make it too.
Y'all listening to this, you're hearing this information. Here goes someone that some people would say the odds were stacked against him, but then he faced the challenge and he went forward. He conquered the challenge and still out there making an impact on the lives of people today. Powerful. And that's why we have him on this show, because we want people out here to hear this, to see this, and to understand. You got it in you. It's in your DNA. It's in you. You don't let other people go and dictate to you who you are. You need to have a part of you saying, wait a minute, I have greatness in me. He is a manifestation of that. And yes, right. Reverend Betty Jones, that's why we all get excited. That's why I said excitement when I saw him right there. And that is it. So, yes. And so I got to throw this out there to you, D. What are some of your creations? What are some of your creations and your inventions? Because, again, what you're looking at, he's a scientist and an inventor, somebody who's right from here that you can touch, you can feel, you can see.
Absolutely. Okay, so my first invention, I was the first student to be sent to the National Science Foundation in Maine at Colby College. And at that college, I worked for a professor that just graduated from Harvard. And he saw that I was doing good as far as what my work was in Savannah. And I had a professor vouch for me, and he said he wanted me in his program to create it's TIM, Theoretically Interesting Molecules program, where we just basically make new stuff.
Okay.
So one day I was in the lab, I was like wanting to be the last one in there. And somebody was like, man, come on, let's go. And I've been like, man, look, I got a reaction to do. People paying me to be up here. I can't be playing around. So I just, I didn't give up, but yet something told me, give it a break. So I gave it a little break. And, you know, I succumbed to peer pressure a little bit by going hang out with the guys. But then something banged in my head again, go back to the lab. So I went back to the lab. And I saw that my reaction was dried up. So immediately I started panicking, like, man, they done paid me all this money. I done messed up the reaction. Now I'm about to go home. My people are going to be disappointed. But my chemical intuition told me to put solvent back in the solution and start spinning it again. I did it. I ran an NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance, on it. And I came up with these peaks on it that I never seen before. But I just characterize it. And characterize, I mean, you define what these lines are. So since I never seen these things before, I went to the professor's office the next day, kind of with my head down, like, man, when this dude see this, he gonna be disappointed. But I wasn't gonna tell him immediately that it was by accident. So when I showed him the paper, the dude sat back in his chair like, what? You did this? I've been like, I held my head up. Yeah, I did that. Yeah. He immediately got on the phone and called this guy from the University of Seattle, the University of Washington, Seattle. He's like, look, we got a new molecule right here. And I was blown away that I made this compound, and what it was used for, pulling uranium from seawater. So these compounds are called clathrates. So they call it clathrates because they look like a cup. So they can grab onto molecules like uranium and stuff like that. Take them out of seawater so you can further process them in line, like at nuclear facilities and stuff like that. So that was my first one. And then just to top that off, they invited me to the 32nd National Organic Chemistry Symposium at University of Washington. I had to talk in front of like a panel of scientists, which was kind of a daunting task, but I made it. And then they liked it so much, they sent me to the University of San Diego, where I had to present again in a little competition. We won number one and went back to Savannah. I mean, not Savannah, but to Maine. And I was getting emails from my school about, I don't know how they heard about what I was doing, but then they wanted to do the campaign and start putting me on billboards. So the second invention was when I was doing my graduate degree, and I was doing my graduate degree in pharmaceutical science, applied pharmaceutical science.
Okay.
And we had the number one task for the pharmaceutical industry, like pharmaceutical industries like Bristol Myers Squibb, Pfizer, you know, the big 9 to 10. And you know, I remember sitting in the meeting and everybody was talking about their projects for the year. This is like halfway in between, and then I looked over to the screen and I seen our project was number one. So I'm looking at Dr. Fessy like, why didn't you tell me this? Like, you know, we waited until the last minute, and now I'm figuring this out. So, all right, let's go back to this invention. We went back to the campus, and I felt inspired. Like, okay, there's an opportunity to create something. So, what happened was we was doing cloning of E. coli bacteria to make pharmaceutical drugs. But the other part of that was how to make a library of compounds so that we can accurately determine if these clone bacteria are making accurate products. So the invention came when I used a tip from Georgia Tech. I remember this in back of my head about this guy saying something about molecular sieves. So just for the listeners, molecular sieves are used to soak up water. In my particular project, it would not go forward at all if one drop of water was in it. And like 3 months up into that point, all of them was failed reactions.
Okay.
We were doing all kind of complicated stuff, but that one particular day, I put those molecular sieves in, ran a reaction, and basically created that compound that they were looking for, that number one product that they were looking for. I didn't make it by bacteria. I made it myself.
Okay.
And with enough yield that it was worth another try. So this compound was called basically a secondary amine. If any of the viewers want to look that up, secondary amines and primary amines make up about 70% of drugs on the market. So I feel like I contributed to that, but of course, that stuff is owned by the university. So, it is what it is.
But you did it. That's the thing. You did it. He did it. And again, to the audience and Reverend Betty Jones, that's right. You say God provides for him, and that's it exactly. Brother Amar, again, Unity in the Community, glad to have you with us checking out the show. Again, we have someone here who's making it happen. That's right. The gifts will make room because, again, coming from the Most High, it is happening. It is manifested. And this is someone, like I said, that you all can touch, you can feel. It's not just, you don't have to read about Dr. Charles Bugg. You got Darien Harper right here. Bam. Right. You ain't got to read about it. You got somebody right here in your midst, right? Who walk around, who we see, that's a part of who we are. And that's powerful. And so that goes to this right here. What's your thoughts of empowerment? What is empowerment to you when you think about empowerment? Because you got a journey that you would discuss that I have to go and say, it is involving empowerment. It's involving empowerment.
So empowerment is basically owning up to how you are as a person and what you have learned, and empowering that to push you forward in this society, and not letting the society stigmatisms or certain disqualifiers prevent you from being your best self. And I know in the past that was inevitable. I mean, you couldn't do that because of certain things in place. But in the modern world now, empowerment is knowing that we're out of that situation and own up to your actions and own up to your future. And when you keep that solid together, then that's empowerment.
Yes. And we said all you share. But again, the banner conspiracy is going on once again. Conspiracy is not me. I'm just merely giving you the facts. They do not run the ticker, but everybody else ticker can run. They just run on along. They put some lies and so forth. Okay, but so what we're going to do now? We're going to go to a commercial break. We're going to come back and we're going to continue this conversation with my family, with my cousin, Bam, in the house. Yeah, the scientist, D. Harper in the house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Spreading the love. I'm back.
All right, we are back. We are back, and we are live again. And an alum of Georgia Southern University, Armstrong State University. We have Darien Harper in the house, a scientist. And so now I gotta say this, and Cuzzo, you know
Talk to me.
someone. You know someone.
Mm-hmm.
He's the president of Our Black Media.
Mm-hmm.
And he likes to, when I have people, he likes to like grab folks up and stuff like that. So I'm throwing it out there to you right now. Please give consideration to a science show that will come on Our Black Media. A science show. Just give consideration to that. I'm throwing it out there to you right now. Julius Hall, you didn't come up with it. I came up with it. He's family. I came up with it. Bam, we have a science show. Because again, Our Black Media, we have a composite of everything. Because you had talked about, like, you threw up about nutrition, food, all that. And that's what we do. We had to take a holistic view on Our Black Media. Because we do everything from financial literacy, with regards to healthy living, with regards to politics, with regards to entertainment, with regards to inspiration. So I want you to consider doing a science show on Our Black Media, whatever, if it's once a month, whatever, however you want to do it. So again, because we have some shows come over, Growth of Thought, once a month. So I just throwing it out there to you, cousin. I was just throwing it out there. And see, you got the educators. The educators sharing buzzer saying yes. That's why I said, you know, so the demand is there. And so, Julius Hart, you didn't come up with this. It was Jamal Terrain, little Jamal, the little brother show, all the ATR shows. You have a better show than me because I'll run tell it's the little brother show. We just have 57 minutes. See, you probably have an hour, whatever time you want. But yeah.
I'll be glad to. I was hoping you offered me that opportunity because there's several different things out there that I just gotta, let out, because a lot of this information was in my head and I was waiting for the right ears to hear it.
That was it. And that's what it talk about from Brother Mara, Sister Sharon, Reverend Betty Jones. They always talk about getting the ancestral connections, the connection of the Most High. And that's what it was all divine because we were at a program. We're going to get more into Willow Hill and right at Willow Hill. And so I have to go and say this. His wife has always touted him. And so this on Saturday, I'm like, did he say something? I'm like, what? His wife has always advocated. I was like, you do what? You
my biggest supporter.
You make what? So that I'm going to get this right now to the audience. That's why I say share. You make something that you provide to, I had heard, to barbershops.
Oh yes, definitely. Oh, I got a shaving cream.
Out there. So I want people to understand that I was like, oh, I ain't know what that deep. Because again, like I said, I saw him on the billboard and other stuff like that. I'm like, oh, this is deeper. Go ahead. I ain't gonna say no more.
All right. So when I was doing my undergrad, there was a product that was being sold in a barbershop that everybody looked forward to having. And this guy no longer sold it anymore. And everybody around town went in a panic, like, oh, where's that? It was even other barbers were going to other barber shops asking, hey, y'all got any of that left? Y'all got any of this stuff left? Okay. So, me being in the chemistry degree, I was like, well, what is this stuff? I just looked at it, analyzed it. I didn't even look at the ingredient. I just looked at what it was and smelled it. I'm like, oh, okay. So I went to go call the number on the bottle, like, hey, do y'all still sell this product? What I found out is the guy passed away a long time ago.
Okay.
And, that created this, market that was untapped. So, I'm not a copycat, but I looked at it and figured out there's a lot of things in here that's carcinogenic to this day, methylparaben, propylparaben, and these are some of the compounds that's on your EPA list, the Environmental Protection Agency list. And those contents were in there, and they've had many news stations and stuff over the last couple of years highlighting these things about how they're cancerous. So I took a different avenue on it. I took a natural approach, and then I recreated the product with all natural ingredients. Natural ingredients, you can practically eat the product. Um, it might be a little minty, but I wouldn't recommend it for breakfast. I recommend it for your face. So the compound is a shaving cream. It's called ingrown hair shaving solution. So when I created this, um, you know, I bought it to the shop. I didn't let nobody know I created it. I just wanted you to try it out. You
Gotcha.
know. So then when they started liking it, they was like, "Well, where you get this from?" I'd be like, "I made it." And they're like, "Oh, okay." So I traveled around the city, um, start dishing out samples. Man, I was even in the hood, man. I was on 38th Street giving out samples like, "Hey, y'all come buy this, man." So
West
it,
side, west
yes,
side.
sir, yes, sir. So yeah, I'm selling it now and I'm trying to get more customers. Um, so I can make more batches because I still got a few bottles left, but it lasts a long time, and a lot of people don't come back as frequently. But again, I gotta expand my horizons, move out to different cities, and have more people in my city support this stuff because it's great stuff. Men can use it, women can use it. Uh, you name it, it does the job. And the purpose of it. So a lot of people in the barbershop were like military people, and like during I think Operation Iraqi Freedom a couple of years ago, we had a lot of like members from the military coming through, getting these profile shaves, and they would complain. They was like, "Well, every time I shave, I get bumps."
Mm-hmm.
So I had looked at the list of ingredients, and I figured out eucalyptus oil and mint oil was one of the natural astringents in it. So I increased the content on that. Um, allow a lot of those military members to use it, and boom, they loved it. And to this day, I still sell it.
I'm gonna let you know because I had shared with you earlier. Sometimes I get frozen. I get
Mm-hmm. Right.
frozen because when you
Mm-hmm.
were talking something, and I already knew somebody, our producer, our president of our Black Media, his mind is not churning, and he gonna probably try to come at you. But you just can't come at him like that, Julius Hall. You just can't come at him like, because I know you listening to the show right now, your mind is churning on something. Oh boy, oh boy. He
Mm-hmm.
gonna come at you, D. He gonna come at you. And then
Okay.
Ellis say Ellis got a name for the show. The Science in You. The Science in You.
I
That's
saw that.
so again, that's what happened on our Black Media. And so everybody gonna say they gonna share the information. That will be tell everybody. Sister Angelina Bam, Ohio, checking us out. Bam, that's right. We say share, put it on out there. And so yes, and so I gotta ask this question.
Go ahead.
Why? And some of you already you done touched upon it. Why is science important to us, to our communities, and or our culture? Why is science important to us right now? Those of us who live right here in Savannah, or in Cincinnati, or in Fremont, Ohio, or in Columbus, or in LA, or in DC, or in Attapulgos, Georgia. Why is science important to us for our culture or in our communities?
Well, mainly over several years, we had the wool pulled over our eyes from the food we eat. To even water testing systems that should be available for each household so they can test their own water, some cheap stuff. Even from the air we breathe, a lot of these chemical plants are set up around the hood, and these people don't know that this dust coming through or these foul smells are actually cancerous chemicals, but they're unknowledgeable about it. But only if you got a firm root in science, you can start to become more aware and more proactive. Also, when you go to the store and grocery shop, you can learn the difference between stuff that give you diabetes earlier, give you high blood pressure, versus some food that'll taste the same and satisfy you, and you won't have to worry about those systemic effects later on. Also, science. Oh, I'm talking about more on the physics part of it. If you think about the physics of incorporating into your life, you can fix your own stuff. You can make your own judgments towards what would be a safe job and what would be a hazardous job, like whether fixing cars, electricity, and stuff like that. And we lose a lot of people every year from freak accidents. Maybe because I don't want to say they don't know science, but some things they could have been taught a little earlier, and maybe they could have prevented that from happening.
Okay. And as people hear me going talk about powerful, that was when I said this is powerful. That you take this in, this powerful seed into you, this information that comes out on the shows, on all our shows, that what happened, that seed goes into you, that becomes a sacred tree when it's nurtured. It's given the water, given the light. Again, it's given that again. The abundance will occur for all of us. And so with regards to this abundance that I'm going to talk about throughout there. So I just want to know, what are the things that you're proud of with regard to your work? What are the things that, you just like, because you share some of that. What are the things that you're proud of with regard to work that you're doing?
I'm proud that I can have my own autonomy. Like I have over 350 different formulas, and I can go at any moment in time and go and make that with the right financing. And I'm proud of that, and I worked hard to do that. Like I got a library of different ingredients, and I'm proud that I remain humble. Like I don't try to be all flashy. I don't try to impress nobody. And I appreciate me being a humble person and not being arrogant, and being able to talk to people on multiple different levels, whether it's people that's got a lot of money or don't got a lot of money. And that just makes me proud at my humbleness, and also my 350 plus formulas, and I do that laugh, the evil laugh, intentionally.
Hey, you making it happen. And then again, y'all heard him, formulas that he created that belong to him. As I shared with you, he is a scientist and an inventor. This is someone from Savannah, Georgia. Someone who is around us, who's with us. Because again, he said he went down 38. He went west side in the house, west side, or even east side. He's from us. He's one of us. They're gonna let you understand. This is what we all have in us. We have the abilities. We have the abilities to achieve and to manifest and to make it happen. This is someone that
to do it.
That's right. That's right. And so here you go, Sister Sharon Buss saying, all right, let's get his products on Our Black Media. See, Sister Sharon, only thing you're doing right now, you are helping to instigate the mind of Julius Hall. That's what he's going to try. He's going to try to talk to my cousin right now. He's going to be trying. I know him. He's going to say, Jamal, give me his number. That's what's about to happen. So yeah, and Sister Terry, glad to have you here. We got a scientist on with us again, who's from here, right here. And so I'm just not that I'm trying to get your business all out there like that, D, but what are some projects that you have forthcoming? What are some of the mad scientist mind? What's going on right now? The evil.
I'm working on trying to go international. Like I'm working with some people in China about getting these compounds used for fingerprinting. That's I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I'm trying to also work with people in Europe, just around the world to expand my business. So I'm doing that. I'm also trying to find some people to buy this compound called thiazole orange. For it's a compound used to diagnose sickle cell anemia. And if I can, find those leads, that'd be real good. I'm also, I got a new a cologne out. I got 3 new colognes out. My brother's good too. He's not a chemist by degree, but he's a very good perfumer. I helped him along with it. But he's the brains of the operation. Huh?
Aromatherapist.
Oh yeah, man, you'll be surprised. Here's one of them right here. Just to show you how legit it is. They even have like the crimp top and stuff like that. So those are some of my projects I'm working on now. And even though I work with a multitude of different compounds. I keep it all separated. Everything's safe. I even have tools to measure. So don't worry, listeners.
I'm frozen. I just got frozen on you just then. So
again.
Yeah, this on you right now. I got frozen. This ain't no Julius Hall right now. Bernard Brown right now. It's you. You got cologne. You got cologne. We need to know about the cologne. So I gotta get like Sharon. I wasn't trying to push this. So yeah. So we gotta get your stuff. We gotta get your stuff. We gotta get your stuff. So, but we'll talk about that later.
Right.
I ain't gonna be selfish to you. I know some of y'all just say always want. He want all the food for himself. He want all the stuff for himself. He want to get all the stuff, especially when there's people tied to him. He want no. I'm going to ask him to provide his information so y'all can know how to contact him. I'm going to do that anyway because I know how some of y'all thinking right now. But we still got a few more minutes before they try to kick us off. But this one I want to know from you: what advice would you give to someone who's listening, checking out the show, who want to go into science? Trying to break some stuff out right now. See, he's trying to send a message to me right now. So what advice would you give to someone?
I would say that dig deep down in your heart and ask yourself, are you willing to deal with resistance? Because in this field of science, it's predominantly people in there that don't think people of my stature can be capable of learning this type of information. And even some professors around the world, I'm not going to say Savannah, around the world will make it hard for another person to succeed, being that in a way that you come to their office all the time and they kind of won't help you as much and they give you attitude and stuff. And if you give them attitude back, they try to get you kicked out of their class. And I've been noticing that in just interviewing other people, like that's what their experiences was. But as long as you can remain resilient and have confidence in yourself of studying, you can do it. Like, don't give up. Don't let anybody, what they say to you, deter you from accomplishing your goals. I remember specifically sitting at a luncheon with the team of scientists, and there was this dude sitting like two chairs down from me, and I was overhearing this conversation, and he was like, those people are incapable of doing this type of work. Well, I showed his ass that day, that month.
That's right.
I continue to prove them incorrect to the point where I got them into submission, man. I got them to submission.
That's right. That's what it's about. That's exactly what it's about. Yes, indeed. So, question is this: how can people get in touch with you? How can people contact you?
Okay. You can add me on Facebook, Darien Harper. I'm gonna give you my Instagram. Give me 1 second, okay?
All right.
You can still hear me?
Yes. Look at you frozen.
All right. I'm gonna give you my DLEGEND, D Legend 13, and that's on Instagram.
You see
again? You want me to repeat it? You want me to put it in the chat?
Yes, sir. Repeat it.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. Give me a second. DLEGEN 13. That's at DLegend 13. That's with a D. And then also my email, Harper Products, HAR. But the short word for product in science is PDT. So harperpdt@gmail.com. That is all.
I guess he may have got disconnected, but again, harperpdt@gmail.com. Again, you see right there with regards to Instagram, DLegend13, Darien Harper, who was a scientist who was from here, out of our community, and he is making things happen right now. So he should be logging back in. And so, yes, we will have him add back in. Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, my Instagram, dlegend13, Harper PDT at gmail.com. Heck, you can even call me because I know it's good people on this line. It's at 912-414-6485. And again, I'm
I got
glad.
to give him the number again so that could,
Yeah,
because
you know how in Savannah we talk real fast.
so hit him again. That's right.
912. That's that Gullah Geechee coming out of me.
Hey, that's
46485. There you go. Yeah, all my information is in there.
all right. And so our producer, Julius Hall, will be putting it out there for you all. And so this show right here is a show of realness, of manifestation. That again, somebody had the vision and went forward with regard to, he talking about resilience going forward, even with regard to people trying to say you can't do it. That's why I tell people, I say, you have the abilities in you. And so that's what's going on right now. And so you all have heard this tremendous work that he's doing, partnerships, collaboration, and that we are looking at on the horizon now, a science show, and we have others out there saying the science show will be interesting. So again, Bernard White said it will be interesting. So again, that's what we're looking at doing, because again, we want to tap the power within us. We want to tap the greatness, because again, we're holistic on our Black media. And so now I'm gonna throw this out there to you. What is Willow Hill? What is Willow Hill Renaissance and Heritage Center? What is Willow Hill?
So Willow Hill was the first school in Georgia built by freed slaves. And during that time, they had codes enacted to basically prevent people from reading, writing, learning. But, you know, it was a few people that were Black and had college educations that decided to come down to Georgia to start this one-room schoolhouse. You know, while the others, like other white folk, they had all the good stuff and, you know, sophisticated universities. We didn't have anything, and Willow Hill was that support, that foot stand for all Black people to learn. It was a elementary and middle school, and they employed their own teachers, and it stayed alive throughout all of you know, Jim Crow, the Black codes, integration, segregation, you name it. That building stood there. They even had crosses burnt on the property to intimidate people not to vote or not to go to school. So Willow Hill had a significant part to play in the education of Black Americans, not only Black Americans, Black Southerners, that carries on to this day. You know, because had that not been done, there's no telling where we would be in our education system. And I work in it. I'm on the board. I'm very knowledgeable about the events that happened in the past. I, you know, host different events, participate in different events per se. We do different techie camps where we reach out to the different middle school students in the area. That was success. It was so much of a success that the Microsoft Corporation want to come down and do an internship at the Portal area in the Willow Hill area. And even Nordstrom Company wants to do more things to build up the rural area of Bullock County. And all this was done through Willow Hill continuously to tell their story, a dream not forgotten, to tell the American story, not the African story or the slave story, the American story, because we are Americans, African Americans, but we are Americans too. So need not anybody forget that we are citizens and we got the same rights and regulations as anybody else standing in this land.
Absolutely. And Willow Hill is located in what we know is the Portal, Georgia area. That's in Bullock County. One of the teachers of Willow Hill, her name is Georgiana Riggs. She was a teenager, and her father, Isaac Riggs, and Darien threw it out there that he was in fact whipped for teaching his people. Willow Hill, just to let y'all know this, is that intimately tied to Darien's family, my family. And that our family are the ones that play a role with regards to establishing that. And so when I talk about stuff being our DNA, being a part of who we are, that this is it right here. So when you were talking to me, I got choked up, just to hear you talk about it and just to think about it and to say that when you see how some of us function today, Dr. Alvin Jackson, Dr. Nkenga Jackson, Will Louise Harper, Dr. Gail Jackson, when you see the work that they're doing, Larry Lee, it's been in their DNA. Darien Harper is in their DNA. That again, this resilience that he talked about, it is not something just words he's talking. He is a part of the very fabric. But again, he has been touched by the legacy. He is the legacy. His children have been touched by the legacy. They are the legacy. His family is the legacy. When you look at them, you're looking at people who are resilient. It's not just some words, it is manifested. And that's why when you were talking, I was just like, wow. I was like, just to hear you go and talk about it and then understand and saying that this is our family. And so today, that's why when you see him doing these great things, understand it's a part of who he is. It's him.
Yep.
It is his destiny. And he's passing it on to other people. And so,
I'm proud of it.
Yes. And I'm going to ask you, what words of inspiration that you can give out to anyone who's listening and checking out the show? Any words of inspiration that you want to give to them?
Perceive, believe, achieve. That was the motto for my middle school. And I went to Myers Middle School, by the way, and I'll never forget that actually carried on with me throughout all my life. Relentless pursuit. Never let anybody tell you can't do something. Keep pushing through the goal line, even if it hurt. As long as it don't kill you, it'll make you stronger. And also believe in a higher power. Don't believe you're by yourself, because a lot of people think like the world is against them and they give up on everything. But as long as you can keep those things in mind, you can succeed.
Absolutely. And I ask the people this question at times. I ask people, say, what is the best middle school in Savannah, Chandler County, Georgia? And they see the other school, they say, throw it up there. Myers Gators. Chop. That's right. That's right. That's right. Myers Gators in the house. You better understand.
Yeah, it is.
Other middle school, it is Myers. Myers Gators in the house. Chop. Yeah. Woo, woo. And so now we go for you, D. What are the two best high schools in Savannah, Chandler County, Georgia? The two best high schools for you. You use everybody else. You said what? But for you, what are the two best high schools in Savannah, Chandler County, Georgia?
It's gonna be Herschel V. Jenkins High School, the best band in the land.
Marching Warriors, Kerry Thomas. Here for police, I'm Port Whitworth, Marching Warrior 2, bam, Sandra Lee to my sister. Go ahead. And what's the other one?
And it's gonna break a lot of hearts. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Beach High School. It's mainly because my mom graduated from Beach, and a lot of people that inspired me graduated from Beach. I'm sorry, Adam Smashers. I'm really sorry. But I think if y'all would have let me on the football team that year, I would have put you up on the list.
Whoa.
So, sorry.
Okay.
I got a little personal. I'm sorry.
Yo,
Coach Coleman, man, I hope you're listening to this.
Oh, Roosevelt. Oh boy. FAMU too. He FAMU and all that. Yeah, Coach Coleman.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
So This has been Darien Harper, a scientist and inventor who's right here in Savannah, Georgia. You got his information, and we are looking forward to a show coming on Our Black Media. That will be a science show. And also, we're going to have to get with him about the products, like Sharon Butson said. We got to get with you about them products. So again, Our Black Media going to have to be one of the places touting them products out there, putting it out there. And so again, from cologne and everything like that, brother, family, it's been an honor to have you with us. It's been an honor,
brother.
Much love. And so we're going to be seeing you again in the circle. And then for Willow Hill folks, don't think we just get him. We're going to have all y'all on here because, again, the powerful story got to be told. That's what we do. Run, tell that. And with the Little Brother Show, we're going to sign off right now because they're going to kick us off. But again, my brother, Cuzzo, we love you. Proud
love you too, man.
All right.
For sure.
Again, so all y'all, check us out next week. So peace and blessings.
I will be back.
All right.
Like this.